What would be the benefits? I mean, there is a risk here that we'd release a lot of methane into the atmosphere, which is said to be a worse greenhouse gas than carbon. How quickly could we be able to access shale gas supplies and actually really make a difference, or is it too late?
I don't think it's too late at all, because we actually need to get going with this. It does take several years to they've got to drill and appraise the wells and then get them into a production. But I mean, we're sitting on a vast reserve of gas here. And even the Climate Change Committee says that we will need gas well beyond 2050. So we need to be cracking on with this, because there is actually probably 4 or 5 decades that we'll be using gas. And we sat on a gold mine, and this would really help rejuvenate the northern economy. And Zach Goldsmith said about it being that it would industrialise the countryside. Well, actually, and he quoted that there would be 6,000 wells. He's very disingenuous with that, because that was from a green NGO-funded research paper. But actually, the industry itself has said that because you can drill multiple wells on one well pad that would be probably just about 5 acres, you can then use probably only around 100 well pads across the whole country. So it's not going to industrialise the countryside. Besides, I live in the Vale of Pickering, which is a gas field, actually. There's 9 well sites, and there is actually an now gas generating station. They've taken the gas turbine out at the moment. And I know that you can't see the well sites, you can't hear them, they're hidden by trees. Now, Zach Goldsmith promotes solar, and there's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of acres proposed to be made over to solar. And I can tell you this much, that rural communities will fight that far more than they will a well pad. You've got to remember that the anti-fracking movement was extremely well funded, and it was full of emotive arguments and superstition. We had Vivienne Westwood carrying a blood-splattered baby doll as if that was what was going to happen, and it was utter nonsense. If things like that had happened in the United States, then there would be such a lot of litigation, wouldn't there? But we need to get on with this. I've seen a quote somewhere that if we don't, that by 2050, we will import $1 trillion worth of gas. And that's money that could be invested in our country, creating jobs, paying tax to our government. Instead, we're just exporting all those pounds down the pipelines and just getting gas back, and not all the other benefits that we should be getting.